What's up, guys? My name is Luke. I am the Offensive Yak. And today, in episode 27 of our Dyson Sphere Program series, we're finally leaving the solar system. So let's just jump on into it, guys. Alright, so between episodes, like I said I was going to in the last episode, I went ahead and got my inventory all ready to go. So, as you'll see, what I did is, well, one, I got an upgrade on our inventory size, because, well, we already had the science for it, I just needed to queue it up. I also queued up a bunch of other upgrades. But, I did go ahead and also get all of these set, and I got logistics up and running so that my little fidget spinners are finally bringing me the things that I need. So what I did is I found out how much these would each stack to inside the logistics area, and I set it to keep, in most cases, 2 stacks more than what stacks or what goes in over here. And, you know, I'm just now realizing I don't have the pilers over there. You know, I probably don't need these guys over there. Yeah, let's put pilers in. I wonder how high they're going to stack. Well, here, this will be good. You guys can see my process. So, what I do is I go in here and find wherever the pilers are. Here they are. Give me a bunch. Now, they stack to... Yeah, we're going to need more. Let's actually go up there. So that way when I do start it off, my fidget spinners won't have too far to go. Yeah, so the pilers are in here, and it doesn't look like they're actually set up in a fidget spinner distribution. That's quite all right. We'll get them set up. And you'll actually see some fidget spinners coming as I do this because, well, they're replenishing what I've got here. Now we want this set to just, yeah, 2 is probably fine. Pilers. And then we need to put a hat on it. And give it this. And power. Okay. Now, we can go ahead and set the piler. Let's put it at... I think it's going to be 600 that we need. So you'll see the fidget spinners are flying to me. I like to stand nice and close so they don't have to go very far. And they're just bringing me a whole bunch of these things. Yes. So it looks like it does stack to 500 in there. And so, do I have these being made? I might not. Or, I think the more likely thing is that I do have them being made. And that we are short on processors. I have found that we are short on processors because we're short on silicon. Yeah, here they are. Right here. And no, they have everything. They're just needing to be made. Okay. It's just a time thing. So yes. And let's see. Looks like I'll need a few more. And here they come. And then once I am up to my amount, which looks like I am currently at 600, it stops bringing them, even though it's got more to bring. Oh, that's so nice. So nice. Now, the only thing that I haven't gotten ready yet is I want some more solar panels. There we go. A nice full inventory. And then I do also need to go in here and look up. Activate warp. Caps lock. Okay, cool. That is totally fine. So, look at that ring. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, I should probably shut off my FPS counter. I was working on some settings there. So was it Neckar we were going to? Yes, and specifically, we're going to Neckar 2. Boom, indicator. Yep, there we go. So we're going to just follow that line. It looks like it is 6 2/3 light years away. So what I want to do is I want to put my indicator right on it and activate warping. All right. Now my warp only goes 1/4 of a light year per second, which is fast, but yeah. It also looks like I may or may not have enough power. No, I'll have enough power to get here. Okay. We're almost to the point where we can start getting our next power level, which is the antimatter. And we should drop out of warp. Oh, yeah. And then we're just gonna head on over to there. So yeah, so we got a milestone, which is warp travel. You completed a warp travel, crossing a distance of 6.63 light years to the Neckar system. And we also got an achievement, which is start a warp engine. Okay. And touchdown. All right, so here we are on Neckar 2. Let's take a look at this planet, okay? It doesn't look like there's too many different veins. There is no oil on this planet, but there is silicon, there is kimberlite, there's optical grading crystals, which is the first one we're going to be tapping into. There is titanium, there's iron, fire ice. My plan is to just make this a mining planet for the most part. A little bit of smelting, but mostly just mining. So first thing we need to do, now that we are on a new planet, we need to go here to Nilaus's blueprints, and we need to go to planet scale blueprints, power and solar. And let's see. Is there much in the way of issues? You know, not really that bad. So we're going to go ahead and shift enter. Oh, it's auto-saving. There we go. Okay. So this is going to put down a whole bunch of solar panels as well as a power grid. I like doing this first just because it then shows me where everything is and whatnot. And then we're going to also get to work with some environmental modification. And I think we're going to go with a nice green. Okay. And we're gonna pave this entire pole up here. Because we're gonna be putting a polar hub in. Also a blueprint from Nilaus. So we're gonna be going to there. The nice thing is this is also getting us a boatload of soil pile, because this is a nice rocky planet. Now, I don't know yet whether I'm going to have to pave over that fire ice vein. I'd prefer not to pave over a fire ice vein, but, you know, if I'd have to, I have to. There's going to be plenty more fire ice. While, yes, it is a rare resource, it is probably the least rare of the rare resources, as it is one that you can actually get an unlimited amount from your gas giants. Okay, so now that we got this, we can actually go ahead and pull up the new polar hub. And we want to go tab. And here? Yes. Boom. Right here. And then we also need to do the outer towers. They should go here. And then, as far as power on this planet, I think we're going to go with fusion. There we go. And then I need to pull a few of my fusion power plants out. There we go. Oh, I love the speed of these bots now that we're getting these higher level sciences unlocked. Okay, and then yeah, okay. So now I just need to get everything connected and requesting things. So first off, connection. We can go ahead and, well, actually, we just need to fly around and get all of the solar panels in place. Now, solar is not going to give us much in the way of power, but it's going to give us a bit to get us started. Also, while we're at it, you know, I should get these guys set up here before we do anything. Because they, yep, we can see they're already bringing some stuff in. Good. Good. They're bringing it all in from out of the planet. Okay, so we got the yellow going in there. And we'll use this one to bring in... no, not that one. Let's see. Where's our connection point to this ring? Right here is our connection point to the outer ring. Which means I want this guy to bring in deuterium fuel. Say 2,500? And then this will output deuterium fuel. And I want this. Nope. Nope. Not what I wanted. Not what I wanted. Now I gotta chase this yellow science down and go pick it up. Hold on. Okay. There. Okay. So that'll bring in deuterium fuel rods. Right here. Yeah. They are incoming. Okay, good. And then let's go around here. Make sure all these guys have everything they need. Yeah, actually, that probably doesn't need any of those. It's interesting that none of these are being brought in. They should be. Okay. Let's get all these. This one I do want to have logistics drones because it's going to be doing the proliferator, which I actually want to keep 2,500 in stock. There we go. Yeah, the rest of those should be sending things off if I have it all set up properly on the home planet, which that's a big if, okay? There is zero guarantee that I have everything set up properly at home. Yep, so that just brought in our deuterium fuel. Oh, okay, it's overloaded because it needs fuel first, or a few of them need to get some fuel here in order to get power going. There we go. Okay, now we can go put the rest of the solar panels down. I'll be back once I'm done with that. Alright guys, I'm back. So we put down all of our solar panels. We are currently using 2% of the total power generation we've got. We've got almost a gigawatt, which means this will be a good planet for us to do a little bit of smelting on. Since we are going to be mining a bunch of stuff, may as well smelt it too. And then, so I did go ahead and tap our optical grading crystal veins. And they're all just going into a planetary logistics, which is then sending it over to there. But I sent some home and waited a little. And guess what? We now have the advanced mining machine. So we're going to be taking all of this down that I just put up. But that's quite all right. Because we don't need it now. Because we're gonna go ahead and put an advanced miner in. Yeah, so these things are cool. I think I can maybe put 2 of them. Let's see. No, I think I'm just gonna be able to do the one, but that's all right. We'll just plop it down. And, yeah, these things, you don't need any belts. You just power them. And they gather at a ridiculous speed. I mean, just look at that. Now, if I look here... Yeah, so they actually count as a logistics station. Now, you can't put any things in them, but you send your logistics drones to them, and it will give them to the logistics drones. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to go around and we're going to tap this entire planet. That's not where I wanted that. There we go. And power. So yeah, so let's tap everything. Everything that can be mined, we're gonna mine it. Now, yes, obviously we're not gonna get everything, just because of shapes of veins and whatnot. We're just gonna get as much as we possibly can and call it good. Okay, good enough. And we're gonna need a long distance one there. Okay. Looks like I've still got a couple of two more over here to get. This is so much easier and faster than setting up those logistics stations and all of that. Plus, they mine just so ridiculously fast. So... you can see currently it's mining at 100%. And I can up it to 300%, but then it takes a lot more power. So it goes from 3 megawatts to 25 megawatts. So we'll leave them at 100% speed. That should be fine. Of course, we do have the wattage that we could do it. But we don't want to because we want to use some of that, some of those megawatts for whatchamacallit, smelting. Oh, it's so nice just to go around. Like, this is how you mine an entire planet. Okay. Yeah. One of the things we're going to do, too, before we leave the planet, or before we leave the solar system, I should say, because we're going to go around to the other planets and we're going to tap them, too, once we get all of this up and running. But once we leave the solar system, I definitely want to make sure I pave, you know, as much as I can of the planets. Okay, so that should be... oh, this guy doesn't have power. There we go. Okay, on to the next ring. Isn't this just so much better? And there's some kimberlite ore. We have discovered the kimberlite ore. Now, the kimberlite ore, I'll probably go ahead and go to the 300%. Just like I did with the optical grading crystal, because they're a rare resource. We don't have that many that we can tap. So, oh, that's the old miner. this planet alone should fix our silicon problem. With just this one planet. That is the power of getting to off-world planets, the power of these advanced miners. I know this may not be quite the most riveting of content, but it is our first planet that we're completely mining. So, you know, I feel like it's something we should do together. And we'll go this way. Why not? So, if you guys haven't noticed, I'm going ring by ring. And I'm doing that for a reason. One, well, the main reason is just so that I don't miss things, because I'll miss things if I don't just go ring to ring. So, I'm using the solar panels as guidelines and just going bit by bit here. And I'm not being super careful with my placement on most of these, because we're going to have so much that it's not really going to matter if I got every single vein. The ones that I am being careful with to get everything, though, are the rare resources. The ones that are hard to come by. The kimberlite, the optical grading crystal, that kind of stuff. Okay. Man, we are going to have tons of fire ice. I think this is going to be a good planet to put down some... I'm going to probably have to come back for it because I need to go make some advanced chemical plants, but I want to do a really big... whatchamacallit build. Not the graphite. Nanotubes. Carbon nanotubes. Yeah, this will be a good planet to do carbon nanotubes on. Just because we've got so much fire. Is it? No. It's graphene. Graphene that comes from the fire ice. Yeah. I mean, it might be a good one for carbon nanotubes. I'll have to see what those take. I think it's graphene. I just don't know what else they need. Okay. And up to this pole here. Now, because we're going across solar systems, not within the solar system, we definitely do not want to be exporting raw materials other than the rare resources. Okay, so we've got the optical grading crystals in there. I'll also go with the kimberlite ore. Local demand remote supply. Okay. So yeah, and then... So let's take a look at our map here. Okay, this looks like a good area to put some smelters down. We're gonna... We'll start with this section. I'm not gonna be super neat about this. We're just gonna paint the area. Eventually, we're going to pave this entire planet, just not right at this very moment. Although we could. I mean, I've got the planet paver set up. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and go up to this section. And I am out. All right, let's bring in some more. I know I've got 1,000 in there. Excuse me, not 1,000, 10,000. Gosh, if it was only bringing in 1,000 at a time, that would take forever. Okay. All right, so let's pull up blueprints. I want the mid-game smelters. Let's definitely do a diamonds from kimberlite ore, since we have kimberlite here on the planet. There. Okay, let's also do, because we are so low on it, all right, what's colliding? Just the power poles. That's totally fine. We're going to place it. And actually, you know, I'm probably going to want at least another silicon. Am I able to fit one more in here? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. So that one's bringing in the kimberlite. That one's bringing in the silicon ore. I do want to go to this. Make sure. Okay. Yeah. So kimberlite, and then we didn't have any fractal silicon on this planet. Okay. And the fidget spinners are bringing me more of these guys. Also, I found out why these weren't doing it, and it's probably the same at home. They didn't have any warpers. Yeah, so that's why they weren't bringing in anything. They didn't have any warpers to bring them in. Yeah, we probably want 1,000 of those. All right. So yeah, the fidget spinners are going to bring me more stuff. And then we're going to want to set up one of these guys to grab the diamonds. Wherever diamonds are in here somewhere here. For local demand remote supply. Okay, and then while it builds the next one, we're also going to want to set one of these up to do silicon. Local demand, remote supply. It is so nice having the fidget spinners bringing me more items. Like, here they come, bringing me more of something. Ah, looks like some of these guys. It allows me just to plunk stuff down. Yeah, so it looks like these were actually made not to share the Tesla towers, but it's totally fine that they do. I don't know what I'll do with that space, if anything. But yeah. So we should be able to follow over here and see them interacting. Yes, with the kimberlite vein here. You can see they're coming in, they're grabbing kimberlite, and they're going back. I'm guessing they're coming over here to grab silicon. They most certainly are. And where are we on power? You know what? I'm actually going to up one of our silicon veins here, because silicon has been a problem. For sure. In fact, we'll up 2 silicon veins. Okay. Let's see. We do have some stone, so we can make some stone bricks. Can't quite fit it there, but I can fit one here. Let's also do glass. Sounds like a plan. And then, yeah, we'll get into iron and stuff here in a bit. I'm probably going to want to change up the smelter one, wherever it is. Yeah, we probably want to bring in more like 1,000 at a time. Just because we're going to go through a lot of smelters here. Also, I'm going to go ahead and put optical grading crystals, supply, just because I want to get those out of my inventory. All right. Then we've got titanium that we have made. So we could do titanium smelter. We could do iron. Maybe here. Let's see. Let's see. What else do we want? Copper. Yep, I tapped at least a couple of copper veins. And just to help out the fidget spinners, I'm going to grab some stuff myself. Just because I know I'm plunking stuff down left and right, and it's going to go through it all real quick. Alright, so let's take a look. So yeah, it looks like that's good for our stone. In fact, it looks like we don't even have quite enough stone production to satisfy both of them, which is fine. I think I only tapped one stone vein, actually. Yeah, there's 8 million stone. That's probably just one vein. We'll see how we are on power once I get all of the smelters up and running. And we'll see about adding some extra power to, like, the stone vein. I don't even know where it is. Titanium, silicon, copper. Where is the stone? It's got to be around here somewhere, right? I mean, I know I'm mining from it right there. You know what? We're going to go ahead and up that one. I think I'm going to have enough power. Now, iron, we tapped into a lot of iron veins, so I should have plenty of iron. I want to do an iron plant, and I'd like to do a steel. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and plunk down a steel plant, because it looks like I can fit one here. I certainly can. Now, one thing we're going to have to do soon is go out and tap into some more hydrogen producers. We're gonna have to tap into some more gas giants. There aren't any in this system, so we're gonna have to do it elsewhere. But yeah, because deuterium fuel is going to become a problem since we're using it to power these planets. There are ways to do it without using the deuterium. You know, you could use accumulators and power them from your Dyson Sphere, but since we don't have a full Dyson Sphere up and running yet, it's probably better to continue using the deuterium. And eventually we will... instead of using deuterium, we'll use antimatter in the future. But we're not there yet. Smelters. Oh, that might be too many smelters. There. Have a few back. Just fill up my entire inventory with smelters. I mean, granted, I'll probably still be going through them all, but lots of smelters. Okay. That's titanium, copper, steel, and iron, which, holy crap, we're full on iron. Okay, so let's take a break from plopping those down, and let's get some of these things off-world. So, iron and steel. Okay, that guy's doing silicon. We're going to leave silicon by itself. But I think I'll add in bricks and glass to this one. Since we're not going to have a ton of them. Actually, no, we're not going to leave silicon by itself. It's going to get copper as well. These things look so cool, too. Just look at that. It's got the, like, fractal-ish pattern going up there. Oh, yeah, that is just so cool. And I like how this belt thing here is colored to what it's mining. And I wonder what this opening is. Can belts be brought into it? Oh, they can. Okay. Interesting. All right, so we're just queuing up everything we can. Yeah, we're technically at the mission complete level, but we're nowhere near actually being done with this series by any means. It just means that we have all the science unlocked. We haven't even made a Dyson Sphere. You can't be done with the Dyson Sphere program without making a Dyson Sphere. I mean, come on. Yeah, so I'm just going through and making sure that we've gotten all of the ones that we can do at this stage, because we don't have this white science up and running yet. So it looks like all that's left is to up our research speed with some purple. Yeah, okay. All right, let's pull up statistics. Production. Iron. It looks like we're good. We're using up as much as we're producing. Copper. Looks like we're consuming more than we're producing. That's fine. Silicon looks like we're pretty balanced. No, it looks like we can use more silicon. Okay. Really? Titanium. Okay, looks like production is lower. Stone, we're even, because we're maxed out on production. Coal, we are still producing. We're not actually using any coal yet. And we're not using any fire ice right now. Kimberlite. We're producing more optical grating. What all is the optical grating used for? Is it just... It can be used for Casimir crystals. Ooh, we could maybe make some of those. I did say that I wanted to do some of this with the fire ice. I do have tons of fire ice on this planet. I'd like to do that with the advanced thing, though. So I think we're going to come back to the system and do that in the future. Okay, so we're doing good on power. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around to our silicon veins here, and we're going to up their power. Just because silicon has been a problem for us back in the home world. We're not producing anywhere near enough. Okay, so it looks like there's just the 2 silicon veins here. Okay. I'm just using up what foundation I've got. You know, may as well. Okay, that's all. So let's take a look here. What else was there on these other planets? Was there anything special? Spiroform stalagmites, excuse me, as well as oil and organic crystals, which is one that I definitely want. And then that one just has more optical and fire ice. Okay, so let's head over to Nekar 1 real quick. We're not going to set up a hub on Nekar 1. It's just not going to be necessary. At least not a hub, not a full polar hub. Okay. Boom. All right. So we're going to have to do a power thing on here. So let's go planet scale, solar power. Okay. Now, luckily, I'm smart enough to not bring any solar panels. I'm super smart. Yeah. Okay. So it looks like we are going to set up a small little polar hub here. Oh gosh, do I just want to do a full polar hub? I mean, there's a lot on this planet that we can get off the planet. There's a lot of coal on this planet. Holy cow, how much coal? 130 million coal? What? Oh, well that changes things. Coal is hard to come by. Okay, yeah, no, we're putting down a hub. Oh gosh, all right, we're already at the end of the episode. So next episode, we're gonna put down a hub. This planet is gonna be used primarily for making proliferation. Because that's mostly what our coal is gonna be getting used for here. Because there's better ways to make most other things, but yeah, we're gonna use the coal and the diamonds that are on the planet next door to yeah, and the fire ice. Okay, so that's what we're gonna be doing in the next episode. For now, my name is Luke. I am the Offensive Yak. Thank you for having joined me today. If you're liking, make sure to like and subscribe. If not, you can dislike, unsubscribe, whatever you want to do. And I'll catch you in tomorrow's episode where we're going to colonize our second interstellar planet. All right, guys. Offensive Yak out.